3DEXPERIENCE SOLIDWORKS offers powerful 3D modeling capabilities for every level of designer to create manufacturable components and assemblies. Let's see how Dan uses the intuitive tools in 3DEXPERIENCE SOLIDWORKS to create an ergonomic board for the shredder. Dan begins by searching for the project. A keyword search for the term shredder brings up all relevant documents. Convenient filters allows him to narrow his search to only top-level assemblies, making it easy to find what he's looking for. Since he won't be editing any existing components, Dan uses the slider to choose the lightweight mode, which decreases the time required to open the project and also improves the performance of the assembly. Dan hides components he doesn't need to allow him to focus on his design. Creating a new component in the context of the assembly is easy. Just give it a name and confirm. This allows Dan to create the new board component while referencing existing components in the assembly. In many cases, creating components like this board starts with a hand-drawn sketch. In 3DEXPERIENCE SOLIDWORKS, you can import these sketch images and resize them to specified dimensions. This is a great starting point for the board design. Dan starts by constructing a standard spline. Since the rider will be interacting directly with this object, understanding the curvature is critical to a positive rider experience. Dan turns on curvature combs to gain a deeper understanding of the board's ergonomics, but finds that controlling the spline can be challenging. He converts it to a style spline, which allows him to create relationships to construction entities, making it easy to get the exact shape he's looking for. A simple arc can be used to create the profile for a swept surface. Dan continues to use his sketch pictures to trim the new surface, then thickens it to create a solid. He then applies an ABS plastic material as he expects this part to be injection molded. Not only does this material give the board a more lifelike appearance, it also adjusts the physical properties, which can be used to measure the weight, gain accurate data from virtual stress tests, and more. Dan wants to make sure that the new board will attach to the assembly at the existing mounting points. Because he's creating the part in the context of the assembly, he can reference the footprint and hole pattern of these brackets to ensure a perfect fit. Injection molded parts require draft, which can be applied during feature creation or later in the design process. This same sketch can be used several times to create other features, such as these through holes for the mounting hardware. These edges are sharp. Dan rounds them off using the fillet tool. The selection helper gives Dan intelligent choices of groups of edges he may also want to fillet, saving time. Dan explores options to add grip to the board to reduce the risk of the rider slipping. A grip tape sticker, similar to what's used on a skateboard, is a cost-effective solution. The surface flattening tool in 3DEXPERIENCE SOLIDWORKS shows where the sticker may bunch up or not cover the board properly. However, grip tape may not be the best solution if the shredder is used in rainy or wet conditions. Since the board is expected to be injection molded, another option Dan explores is to add physical extrusions to the surface. This would be a tedious and time-consuming chore if he had to create individual extrusions. In 3DEXPERIENCE SOLIDWORKS, Dan drags a 3D texture onto the face of the part. Light areas represent peaks and dark areas represent valleys. Dan can adjust the 3D texture sliders in order to refine the texture until he's happy with the result. Now that the board design is complete, Dan communicates his work to the rest of the team by saving it to the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. He no longer needs to reserve the board, so he chooses to release the reservation on save. Finally, Dan changes the maturity of the board to frozen for review. We've seen Dan use 3DEXPERIENCE SOLIDWORKS to create a manufacturable board design. Powerful yet easy to use sketching and surfacing capabilities allowed him to elevate 2D concepts to 3D data. He referenced existing component geometry to ensure a perfect fit and also explored different grip options for the board's surface. The 3DEXPERIENCE platform helps Dan manage his changes and also facilitates working in a collaborative environment. For example, Eric Engineer is tasked with changing how the rider will steer the shredder. Dan only reserved the board component, which means that Eric is able to make changes to other areas of the assembly at the same time. In the next segment, we'll follow Eric as he modifies the project and virtually validates the motion of the new steering mechanism.